What's going on, y'all? Attorney Tom here. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Coinbase and their recent troubles with the SEC. Without wasting any time, let's jump right into it. All right, so real quick, let's understand what happened from Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong. Let's read the thread. Some really sketchy behavior coming out of the SEC recently. Storytime. Millions of crypto holders have been earning yield on their assets over the last few years. It makes sense. If you want to lend out your funds, you can earn a return. Everyone seems happy. A bunch of great companies in crypto have been offering versions of this for years. Coinbase came out recently and said they would be launching their own version. This is true. Companies like Celsius or BlockFi have been giving interest rates to crypto holders for lending out their crypto for a couple years now. I can confirm because I know this is true from personal experience. 4, we were planning to go live in a few weeks, so we reached out to the SEC to give them a friendly heads up and briefing. So this is obviously the product. It's called Coinbase Lend. Earn up to 4% APY on USD coin, which is a stable coin. That's important. 5, they responded by telling us the lend feature is a security. Okay, seems strange. How can lending be a security? So we asked the SEC to help us understanding and share their view. We'll always make an effort to work proactively with regulators and keep an open mind. 6, they refuse to tell us why they think it's a security and instead subpoena a bunch of records from us. We comply. Demand testimony from our employees. We comply. And then tell us they will be suing us if we proceed to launch with zero explanation as to why. 7, look, we're committed to following the law. Sometimes the law is unclear, so if the SEC wants to publish guidance, we are also happy to follow that. It's nice if you actually enforce it evenly across the industry equally, by the way. But in this case, they were refusing to offer any opinion in writing to the industry on what should be allowed and why, and instead are engaging in intimidation tactics behind closed doors. Whatever the theory is here, it feels like a reach land grab versus other regulators. Meanwhile, plenty of other crypto companies continue to offer a lend feature, but Coinbase is somehow not allowed to. 10, Gensler in his confirmation hearing. It's important for the SEC to provide guidance and clarity. Sometimes that's a clarity that will be a thumbs up, but even if it's a thumbs down, it's important to provide that. If you don't want this activity, then simply publish your position in writing and enforce it evenly across all industry. 20, if we end up in court, we may finally get the regulatory clarity the SEC refuses to provide, but regulation by litigation should be the last resort for the SEC, not the first. So there's the account of the CEO of Coinbase, Brian Armstrong, essentially saying the SEC put them on notice, but didn't tell them why or hasn't given them any guidance on how they can correct the matter or be in compliance. And according to Brian Armstrong, Coinbase is trying to be a team player, even giving the SEC a heads up that they were launching this program. And their response was a Wells notice. And for anybody who doesn't know, this is what Brian Armstrong was referring to as the SEC's response. I'm going to pause the video so you can read it if you want. Okay, so now we understand what a Wells notice is. This is the most intriguing thing to me. In addition, 80% of the people who were sent Wells notices from 2011 to 2013 ended up facing charges for allegedly violating securities law. So if those statistics are true, then litigation against Coinbase brought by the SEC is probable, not just possible. But wait, this story gets better. Or worse, we just get more information, okay? Look what the SEC tweeted later that day after Brian's Twitter post. This is a tweet from the SEC Investor Education Twitter account. As you can see here, it almost has 250,000 views. Let's take a watch.
What are bonds?
A bond is like a loan you make to a company. You get paid interest on the money you invest, known as principal. Unlike a loan, however, the value of the bond fluctuates based, among other things, on the performance of the company and the interest rate environment. You can sell the bond at any time. If you keep it until maturity and the company doesn't default, you will be repaid your principal plus interest.
So there you go. The SEC came out and cryptically said that, hey, listen, Brian, we're not saying it's a security. We're saying it is a bond. So essentially, the SEC came out and said, listen, Coinbase, we're not classifying this lend program as a traditional security, such as buying a stock of Coca-Cola. We think it's a bond because the interest rate fluctuates and investors can pull out their money at any time, which is true for these crypto lending platforms, not just Coinbase's, but BlockFi, Celsius, the other competitors as well. But obviously that doesn't answer the question why the SEC isn't enforcing it against the other competitors and why they only sent the Wells notice to Coinbase. So where we go from here, I don't know. I wish I had more answers. I just want to make this video because I think it's interesting. I personally really like crypto. I think it is the future. I don't want to be that weirdo crypto guy, but I mean, I like it. I think it's the future. I definitely think it has potential, and I would like to see us be innovative with crypto and not static and whatever. So free my boy. He ain't do nothing. Let's get some crypto lending out here. At least that's my opinion, but I want to know what y'all think. Let me know in the comments below. I made this video because I want it to be an open discussion. What are the pros? What are the cons? What do you think the SEC should do or shouldn't do? Should they issue guidance rather than getting guidance via litigation? Would the long-term consequences of getting some regulation be worth it for Coinbase to go through the trouble of an SEC lawsuit? I don't know. All right, y'all, that was a really fun video. Thank you so much for watching. We just passed 425,000 subscribers, which is absolutely crazy. Consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel if you want to be a part of this community. We're growing like crazy. My goal is to always make content worthy of your time, and I hope this video was interesting. As always, feel free to leave suggestions down below in the comments. Thanks again, y'all. Talk to you soon. Bye.